Hello, my friends. Welcome to Keeping It Real. Obviously, it's our St. Patty's Day episode, edition, whatever you want to call it. I am your host, Danny Harrigan. That's Harriganuc. And this is Jamie O'Hare, my Celtic goddess. I want to say Celtic, but it's Celtic, but it's spelt with a C, like the Boston Celtics.
Yes.
So who are you today? Because I thought you were Cleopatra for a second.
Well, I don't know. I was vibing with this
thinking,
like Irish look, and then when I put it together, I'm like, I think I got this kind of wrong. But then I did a little research. And
Your
then
eyes look pretty though with that.
Thank you.
Definitely sets off your green eyes.
Thank you, Danny B.
Yeah, but
I was kind of feeling like I was vibing with this Irish theme thing, the Irish look, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not so Irish. So I started doing a little research, and I came up with I am a Celtic goddess.
You're 100% German. Your family is you
That's
go
why
back
I can pretend.
100% and then some German. So there's not a touch of Irish. Actually, there might be a little Irish in my blood because I'm not really sure. I know I'm Italian and German, and there's a little bit of maybe Swedish in our family. I don't know. Anybody might know? Send me some information. You're out there watching, so let me know what I am, who I am, and where I am. You know where we are right now? St. Patty's Day is Sunday, right? The 17th?
March 17th.
It's also Election Sunday, Selection Sunday for March Madness. So, hey, my stepfather, he was a prick. But he loved St. Patty's Day, and he was so generous, and everybody came over, and all I remember are these songs from old Danny Boy to Patsy Fagan, and that's where I come up with the Harrigan, that's me. And he had the reel-to-reels. I was telling Mike, who's like a producer, who's like, reel-to-reel?
No,
how old are you, son?
That's shocked because it's so
old.
So ancient, right? So ancient, like
Danny
you, the Celtic goddess. But you have a name.
Oh, but I had superpowers, honey.
Oh, what are they?
I stay the same.
I know the things you were telling Mike
I
when
don't
you were
grow old.
You were telling Mike some horrific stuff that you're gonna do to me earlier, and we want to keep that off the record. We can't even talk about that right now. That was weird.
Why would you bring that up? I
Why
feel
would
like
you?
It's because you're curious now to what I was telling Mike.
You know, it's something that did keep the beads on your neck, and that's as far as they're going to go. Anyway, anywho, so St. Patty's Day was always a fabulous time of the year for us, and actually I got along with the guy. He was so nice. He had everybody. He was good on the holidays in general, though. He was. But St. Patty's Day was his Christmas, and it was a special day, and went to a few of the parades, always cold, but... You know, he'd wake up at 7 o'clock, start tanking it up, and he was passed out by 5 or 6 o'clock at night. But it was always a fun time, and just the memories. Everybody out there, you know what it's like growing up in North Bergen, Hudson County. And we never celebrated it the week before like they do now. You celebrated it on
the actual day.
Now they're like, oh, okay, we're going to take St. Patty's Parade. We're going to do it March 1st. Why? It doesn't make sense. Do things on the day that they're meant to be. Can I get a amen on that?
I would definitely
Can I get an amen on that? Okay.
And I always enjoyed hearing all the John Bohannon stories that you would always tell.
Get your head out of your ass. That's what he'd always tell us. The problem with you fucking kids is you're all fucking high. You think you know everything. You got to get your head out of your ass. I should do a podcast called Get Your Head Out of Your Ass podcast.
Well, we wanted to do a segment.
It was always, getting back to John, it's been a couple minutes because he is part of, he's been dead for a long time. But he'd always sit there and lecture us and give us advice. And one piece of advice that he gave us that probably would have turned us into millionaires, but we never listened, was get into computers, get into software. Or buy a lot down on the Hudson River back in 1977 was only like 15 grand. I had a paper route. I couldn't afford a damn lot, even though it was only 15 grand. Now they're worth millions of dollars. But needless to say, John Bohannon, I will cheer to you.
Yes, cheers.
We didn't get along, I have
only on this one day.
But you know what? You did take care of us. You always fed us. The rent was paid. So thank you for that.
You have good memories with that. You know what? That's what I like about you, Danny's, because as much as you went through so much as a child, you never blame anything on your childhood. Nope. You never I'm like this because of this. You always,
I'm a dick because I'm a dick. I blame it on myself. I am who I am. I'm like Popeye. I am who I am.
One fun fact, though, did you know that?
touchy-feely.
Okay, why you like that, right?
do Cleopatra.
Because you see these, and this reminds me.
I don't
of what
want
I
her
brought
to
up
get those
Mike.
things away from me.
Okay, but listen.
Inquiry of minds.
Do you even know why they celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Just to
What
get
is
drunk.
what is actually March 17th?
St. Patty's Day
But why is it St. Patrick's Day?
to sell booze.
Okay, well, that is
Well,
also,
it's
but
still-
did you know St. Patrick died on March 17th? So that's even a reason more why you should celebrate it on the day, not the parade like
Touche,
weeks
touche,
before, right?
touche.
See,
Yeah,
I know.
there you go.
I did
First
a
of all,
little research.
Before we forget, everybody, cheers. Maybe you're watching us on St. Patty's Day.
Yes.
We recorded obviously earlier, and Mike goes home and does his magic and what a great job he's doing. So we thank you, Mike.
Really does. Thank you, Mike.
Definitely. We
Cheers to
appreciate
you,
you
'cause
coming
you're
on
awesome.
in. You are.
Yes.
And where was I? So St. Patty's Day to me is a day that will always be special. I know the Edlers and what's her name? Holly, all the Meehan
Holly
family.
Gallagher.
The Gallaghers, yeah,
Yes.
the Gallaghers.
We love Holly.
And the shameless Gallaghers.
Yeah.
Not, but nearly. Holly, only kidding.
Well, Holly acts up sometimes.
Yeah,
but
she
she
can act
cracks
up.
me up.
She is funny.
She's really funny.
She's something to. But anyway, we had the Meehans, and so many good memories. And the Irish. We grew up in a melting pot. Mike. It's different now. We can offend ourselves, and I know I got to watch what I say, but we didn't take nothing personal. That's a problem I do have. Everybody needs to, I don't know, toughen up a little bit without offending
Get
anybody.
some thick skin.
Thick skin
not
is a
be
good word.
offended by everything.
That's-
Because honestly, really, like in these days now, you can get offended from everything and anything. You can make remarks about anything.
Like
and
saying
anything.
somebody's
it's
illegal.
so crazy.
Just saying the word illegal is illegal to say illegal when he's here illegal.
Well, shit, I got in trouble on the next door neighbor app trying to promote my son's van business, and people
that
are
was
like,
pathetic.
he's got his mommy out here doing stuff. I'm like, wow,
Pathetic.
getting private messages on the next door neighbor app. I'm
It's
like,
not one of those next door neighbor apps. It's a place the community, they talk,
Yeah,
they look
it's
for
like-
help.
it's
we're
everyone in
having
your
flea
community, and they're
markets,
like,
etc.
I'm getting private messages. But you know what? My kid got a bunch of jobs from that, so I'm glad that I did do that. And
There's
I will
always
be the mommy that
hater
helps them
gonna
out.
hate. There's always going to be
Yeah.
haters out.
Yeah, definitely.
But neighbors out, you're thinking like, oh, next door neighbor. No, it's just a community page where you talk about, hey, there's been a break-in, or hey, we have
Well, no, this is actually a popular.
In
you
the
don't
Valley.
know,
Is this the Valley?
No, it's an app
Wow,
that
that I don't want
connects
nothing to
you
do with
to people who are, within a certain miles from you. So we get it from, like Bath, Bethlehem. It goes into New Jersey as well.
So anyway,
yeah.
you got jobs, you got hate mail. Next topic.
Yeah,
Oh, let's talk about corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
St.
Yeah.
Patty's Day tradition.
Ew, you
Anybody,
like that?
Jamie will not eat
Oh,
it. Jamie
okay.
will not touch that stuff.
No.
So if anybody
I only eat
You
the part
like
that's
that?
Not fat. I don't like the fat part.
oh, you gotta,
The fat part of what?
the corned
Corned
beef.
beef. You know how like
It's fatty.
it's not
Oh, corned
fat.
beef is meat?
No. Yeah.
What the hell did
Oh.
you think it was?
Oh, beef. I didn't look that up.
If I look stumped,
I didn't
then
do
I
no
am.
research.
It's like a red.
That's why I said beef.
I'm just
Okay.
patiently waiting for you to like figure shit out.
I can't
after-
even use I'm blonde this time because I have my
Soon.
Auburn wig on.
Soon I'll bring the computer. I'll have pictures. Like so you'll be able to see it.
Oh,
So
okay,
if
I
anybody
got
has
ya.
any recipes for that or any type of traditional Irish dish, because the show will be out obviously before St. Patty's Day, I'd like to try some, corned beef. That's Irish, right? Corned beef? I like that. You never had corned beef
Corned beef
sandwich?
and cabbage.
I
and
don't
the,
think I would like it. No.
You gotta try
no.
things. But yeah,
Simple bread.
Not really.
But yeah, you used to eat that friggin' ring bologna, that nasty
Back
ring
in the
bologna.
day,
That shit is.
Danny.
I know
Everybody
why.
likes ring bologna, no?
Well, maybe in Phillipsburg. Maybe in
Mike doesn't even
Phillipsburg.
know what it is.
It's the most.
It looks like a circle.
Well,
It looks like a packaged horse, and it just like it's just
and
nasty.
you dip
like.
it in mustard. Oh, it's so good.
It's gross.
Well, back in the day,
If
I
you
don't
think
really
hot-
like that now.
It's worse than hot
Like
dogs.
pork roll, but there's another name
Pork
for it too.
roll.
Pork roll,
Taylor ham.
tailored ham.
That's
so
a-
people
that's
in
a new
different
joke.
areas call it I call it
We can
pork roll,
start.
so.
We're going to start that great debate: is it Taylor ham or
pork roll.
You know what? I don't give a fuck what you call it. It's nasty either way. It
Yeah.
smells like burnt pig.
Taylor is the brand that makes the pork roll. So it's Taylor pork roll. That's the one I get.
Oh, is that?
Oh,
how
so
it
you
was?
like it with eggs? Do you do the egg with it?
Yeah.
I just don't like the
Cheese,
smell. It's like
bagel.
frying bologna. You
Fig.
ever fry bologna? The smell of it is horrific.
No.
It smells
I
like
love it.
smells like
I'm not a
burnt
big
flesh.
meat eater, so I don't really like.
You know, I mean, you got to start getting used to meat, though, Jay. I've been telling you that. It's
corned beef, cabbage, carrots.
it's part of our diet. You gotta
I
have.
know
your-
I look like a prostitute, but this is not the
You
type
got-
of show that's
You gotta have the meat so you get the creatine in it. Very, very important. Creatine is essential in our lives.
So how do you like my look? How do you like me in this auburn wig?
If can't see a shit with
I
these
feel
things on.
like
I don't know.
I-
You know, I'm like that Christmas character from one of those. I looked at the wig thing. It's like, what was that? The Year Without Santa, that little baby, he had the ribbon. Anyway, I was trying to find anybody knows what I'm talking about. The little baby with
You
the.
look like Elton John.
Do I?
Yeah.
I wish I had his friggin' money.
Sing like him.
I dress up like a
Do a
fucking
little
duck.
sing.
Nah, later on.
little
Maybe
song.
we'll close
Maybe
it.
later on you'll do a
Maybe
little
old Danny
song.
Boy or Tora Laura. That was another classic movie I loved. Going My Way. It was.
That's Christmas, though.
It's Christmas, but it's
Thanksgiving.
Irish, though.
Okay,
The Irish. And
Irish.
they bring in Barry Fitzgerald's mom from Ireland, and she's 91, and she's shaking, and he's crying, and he's giving his last sermon. I cry to this day, and they sing Tora Laura.
I know you do.
All right,
love
next
that
topic.
movie.
What else do we want to
Definitely.
discuss today?
So-
What's your favorite drink for Thanksgiving? Oh my God,
Car bomb.
Car bomb.
car bomb.
Car bomb.
It's not
Never
Thanksgiving.
heard
It
that.
will be before
Not
you know it.
Thanksgiving. I thought you were about to talk about it.
Why just
St. Pat? No,
Saint-
I don't.
I meant to say
don't
St.
know.
Patty's
I'm not
Day.
like I didn't grow up with like a lot of these different traditions. That's why I like listening to your stories, Danny, because like your mom always made all this kind of food, and your stepdad was an alcoholic. Drunk?
No, he was a weekend.
Okay,
He was
so
a weekend.
I didn't have that in my family.
I will
you guys
say
have
this.
interesting stories.
The guy made a hell of a living.
Yeah.
He spent it all at the bar, but he made a hell of a living.
I was right.
And he did take care of us. The rent was always paid.
Yeah.
We always had Christmas,
Yeah.
so he did do that. But then he had kids all over. Like I'm finding out stuff that's insane.
Yeah.
I got uncles and aunts. There's probably another.
His grandfather was a
Oh
hoochie.
my God, he was like Valentino. I'm finding out. We got
Yeah.
kids, and I knew this already, but now I'm like, and because some of the people are finding out through that DNA stuff, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't even know who my real father is. So, and I don't care at this point, but needless to say, we're finding this one and this one, and I said they're all in the same area. My grandfather he didn't even care. He went to North Bergen, West New York, and Union City. So he chose 3 girls, I guess, in that little radius.
Well, his mother used to tell me, like, nah, my
Nuts.
my
Well, anyway,
yeah,
Pops,
he was a
I don't know what
hoochie.
the
My
hell.
dad was a hoochie, and we're all named. All the girls are named after his gumas. And I was like, for a long time, I was like, okay, Carol, like, really, your dad, and then named you
Well, thank
guys
you.
all
I
after
needed
the
that.
hoochies, and then so all the
Whoa.
kids that are coming up that were adoptive, that were actually his
Spit it out.
uncles, right? They would be your
Spit it
uncles.
out.
Their mother's name are like the sister's names.
Said this.
So what she was telling me was true.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
wow.
And I'm sure in the next,
Wow.
we're going to find out more. It's
Yeah.
as simple as that. Again, we've all been through a lot.
It's with the
What do you want me to just take?
the
it?
hair. You know, it's funny because
You think what is this? But
I know, right? I don't look good.
There was
Is
a-
it bad?
No,
I do
it's-
look
no, you-
older, I feel like. It makes me look
Well,
older.
you're getting old. That's as simple as that. Oh, plus, I wanted to tell everybody if you see me moving around and a little uncomfortable, it's because I'm constipated. Been on
That's
antibiotics.
By the way,
Just so you know, in case you see, I'm not fidgety because anything else, I got to go to the bathroom and I can't because I'm on antibiotics because last week I had shit drilled in my mouth. It's been a hell of a year for me, hasn't it?
yeah, you
Heart attacks,
having dental work done right now.
Colonoscopies, root canals, this thing, that thing, torn biceps. I just want it to end.
You still look good though, Danny.
I'm
And
thinking.
look, your hair's growing
That's
back. It's
fucking
not like you're not
fantastic, isn't
balding
it?
from it. It's
Oh.
like you're doing the Benjamin Button. You're like aging.
Benjamin- yeah, okay.
You're aging backwards.
But yeah, it's been a very challenging year for me. It has been. And just the teeth thing, it's just like whatever. But good movie, Ricky Stenicki on Netflix. Everybody, if you like John Cena, Zac
He is
Efron,
hysterical.
John Cena stole it.
Hysterical.
Honestly,
Zac Efron is a really good actor as well, and he's
John Cena
hysterical.
made that
but
movie.
I mean, John, he's just
Ricky
hysterical.
Ricky
Yeah.
Stenicki. But yeah, so
So do you like having hair or what? Do
no,
you,
Jay,
know you
I
feel
absolutely can't stand having
I feel
hair.
like you get insecure about it. So I'm just wondering, do you like this look?
Well, you know what? I still blame you.
Should we like do this like every week? We should do like different wigs and looks.
No,
maybe?
do I want to have hair? Absolutely. If any man out there says he wouldn't want hair, he's a liar.
But this
I'm
is
sorry.
my
It's
thing,
as
right?
simple
And
as that.
I've always been attracted to guys with bald heads. Like, I don't know why. I just have always thought that was like
All
very...
guys with bald head, or just certain
Guys.
guys with bald head?
Well, you know, guys that look good bald.
Like The
I mean,
Rock.
a
Like-
weird
like
shaped
The Rock.
head
The guy.
guy.
Bruce Willis back in the day. Right?
Yeah, right. So it's like, you know, I mean, I know it could be insecure for guys, but I think it's a really great look. I've always liked
It's a lot
guys.
easier coming out of the swimming pool. 'cause-
Like if you were out in a club and there was like a bunch of guys and they all had hair, and then like the one good looking guy comes by and he has no hair, like that's the guy that's all the girls are gonna look at. Like, he looks good like that.
so that means you like hair, is what you're saying.
No, I just said I like the guy with no hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said there's a bunch of guys. Are you paying attention?
I'm trying to follow this because I don't understand how anybody would want somebody with hair that, you know, it just doesn't make sense.
Because it looks.
It's like
it looks
asking, do
good.
I want a
like-
girl with boobs or no boobs? It's like a no-brainer. You want a girl with boobs.
Speaking of
Like, come on.
Not
It's a serious...
right.
Come on.
Speaking of bald guys, right? Got a shout out to Joe Rogan,
Oh.
who Mike does some work for, right, Mike? You do some work for. And I have vitiligo, and Mike, you
Okay.
said that he speaks of this, right, on his show, like he tells everyone. So he has the, I guess he has it in his
Philly
hands.
Godfather told me the same
He
thing.
just found out Philly Godfather. But anyway, so I don't watch Joe Rogan's podcast or anything, but I know who he is.
Neither do I, man.
And so I looked up, and he's bald. So I don't know if he just because so he shaves his
I'm
head. Well,
alone?
he shaves his head. I don't know if it's because he doesn't have any hair, whatever.
No, it was falling out. At
He
one
just-
point he had implants.
So
Oh.
Yeah, messed up the back of his head.
wait, he
Oh.
got implants done?
He was a good-looking dude when he back in the day.
Well,
Sure.
then
Yeah.
he might like what I was going with this. So I'm doing a new treatment. It's a laser treatment that is gonna.
It's working.
It's working. I
really
have
is.
vitiligo. I just started a few years ago, and they have treatments that are like topical steroids and stuff for it. And they have a newer cream that's out, but it's like a cream that you got to put on. This you have to wait as well, but it's a laser treatment that also is helping with people to regrow their hair. So if you have alopecia,
At what age, though? Can it keep going? Is it
yes,
infinite?
I see it. Tim Kelly,
Infinite.
he's the one who's doing it for me. And
Dr. Kelly?
Dr. Kelly, and I get it done like every few weeks, and it really is working. Right now, I wear like self tanners and stuff to like try to help, and I don't know if other people
Wigs,
feel like
stuff like
insecure about having it, or if they. I think maybe the guys might feel a little different than the girls do, but I don't know. Like, cause Danny, like. Are you
going to go on one of your rants again? Are you going to go on one of those half-hour rants again?
Are you insecure about not having hair or that?
I don't like not having it. I ain't going to lie. Why do you see me wear hats all the time? I wish I had hats.
I guess guys do get
Keeping
insecure.
it real, right? I'm just telling you the way. I
But
wish
there
I
is a
had
new
hair.
treatment.
Yes.
It's FDA approved, and it's a laser treatment. It doesn't hurt at all. There's no downtime, and it's working for me.
Actually,
not a lot of people know
try
about it.
it.
So
Give it-
Joe Rogan, Philly Godfather, if you guys want
No,
to.
Philly Godfather says I'm 60-something years old.
You don't
I'm
care.
loaded. I got all the money I need. What the hell do I care?
Yeah,
So
okay. Well,
whatever floats your boat.
so
I'm
moving
vain.
along. So next week we're gonna start the
Cooking segment.
What's up cooking? Wait, what did you call it?
I don't know. What do you want to
What's
call it?
cooking,
What's
Jay?
cooking, Jay?
Yeah. So we're gonna do a segment of each week I'm gonna make a recipe that I always make. Usually everything
Meatballs.
is always
I forgot
easy
about your
peasy.
meatballs last week. You said one of them might, and you made
yeah.
it over the weekend. Tremendous.
So good. So, and I will make those and record them, and we can put it out there because I have a little
Chicken
technique.
franchise.
Yeah,
You
I have
got
a
to
little
get that
technique.
out there.
But also, we were discussing maybe having people, if they have a recipe, really, you're just gonna like.
I told you I'm gassy. What the fuck you want me to do? Well, you want me to fucking get out of here? What?
So if people
Lucky
want
I did
to
the show today.
do a little video of a recipe instead of like writing the recipe down, if you want to do a little video and send it into us, and
You're lucky
you
I don't
might
start
make
shitting
it onto
myself.
our
Then you're in trouble.
podcast, right?
What?
Okay, let's turn the attention over to Danny.
I don't
because
want to. I'm just focusing on that
Danny,
toilet
let's
bowl
talk
later.
about
That's
you.
all I'm thinking about.
Let's
I'm
talk
going
about you and
bowling
your
for
hair.
dollar. What about my hair?
It's beautiful.
It comes from what's that
It
sheen
looks so
thing?
good.
You know the only thing I don't like about it? It makes my head itchy underneath.
Well, I have that like that pantyhose thing under this, and it's like giving me a headache. I don't know how like women wear the wigs all day, but I'm sure they have
you're
like
gonna wear
better...
this all day, and I'll let you know how it feels in the morning. How's that? Anyway, shaving your head. There's this little thing, Pitbull. You ever see the shavers, Mike?
Oh, you got the 2 different ones.
And Freebird. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I bought both of them. And for you fellow baldies, the Freebird is half the price. They both work good. The Pitbull is more, it's heavier. It looks a little nicer, but the other one gets to where it needs to get to for half the price. So I'm a Freebird guy.
So the less expensive one is the better
Half
one.
the price.
Yeah.
You know, they sell you this fancy holder for another $100 for the Pitbull. And is that from Pitbull? Is that his brand, the rapper? I don't think so.
Probably because he is bald.
No, but they don't put his.
Very
they have a
famous.
kind of a dog on it, not a rapper. I'd rather see
Probably
a.
not related.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
maybe not then.
Maybe a
Yep.
different dog.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm a Freebird guy. So if you see these ads on Facebook, that's what got us attracted. The Freebird definitely works good.
I think it's easy though to, you know.
Every morning,
just,
though.
yeah, you just shave your head.
I'll do a little demo next week.
But honestly, I
As she's
think.
cooking, so the hair gets into the food.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's part of the
That's
recipe.
just really gross.
A little pinch of hair.
I think guys should not be insecure about, you know. Now, I feel like the guys that are like trying to keep the hair.
So what do you think
So
girls
you have a
get?
little hair, a little
okay.
there, and you're trying to like that might.
Okay, so
seem
why
a
do
little
girls?
more
Okay,
odd.
all right, there, goddess. Why do girls get boob jobs then? Because they're insecure in most cases. So
I
let's.
guess. I don't know. Are you suggesting I had
No,
one?
no.
I have no idea. I've never had plastic surgery ever.
A little Botox.
A little bit.
Little bit
Dr.
of Botox.
Stockman is definitely the guy.
Fantastic for those in a little local plug.
I get laser treatments done because I have actually really bad skin on top of the vitiligo. I have all kinds of other things. So
Keeping it real.
I've always had to like upkeep on my skin, which amazes me. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, your skin's so good." I'm like, "What?" No, it's not. But I've always had to like upkeep on everything. But as far as plastic surgery, I would never go under the knife unless my
Necessary.
unless my life depended on it. I go to the gym. If I don't like something, I'm like, all right, I'm going to work out and I'm going to try my hardest. And then I'm just going to be like, drink. And then I'm like so hot after I drink. I'm like, this is all good.
That must be the doctor call.
You must have not have put your phone on mute.
No, it's the damn guy from the trucking company. It's a scam call. He's been calling me all day telling me I'm in major violations.
How about all the scams that are out there?
It is a scam because it's a robot calling and I haven't even left the driveway. What are you talking about? We went on one job. They're saying you have several violations on your DOT MC. I'm like, you don't left the driveway.
Yeah.
Because it's weird how they just know. They just share your information.
It is really a big, huge
What's his
scam.
name again? The guy that keeps calling. It's not even. We pick up. We're like, what the? You. Hi, this is Richard.
I feel like I'm not sick.
Really, Rich? I blocked him. He must have had another number, 877 this time. But yeah, getting back to you said hair. I would love to have some hair. I don't have hair, just like I said. But it is what it is.
Well, I have shit hair. I don't
That's
have great
beautiful.
hair.
You have nice hair.
Yeah, right now.
I don't
have
like
a wig
certain.
on.
I ain't get certain looks of you. I don't like.
You hate when I have my curly hair.
Hate it. Wet curly hair. Not a fan.
Yeah,
of it.
Danny hates my natural curly hair.
Not a fan.
Which is actually the like craziest thing I realized the other day. Our son Jace, right? He has like that pin straight hair, like Danny has, right? So he wanted
Like
to get
my
a
mom.
perm,
I don't
and
have
we're
hair.
like a perm. Like
Just
who
said
gets a
I don't have
perm?
hair under my arms. I have no hair on me.
He's like,
not my legs, not my
all
toe,
the kids
nothing.
are doing it, and he's like, it's not like how it was back in the day. And I'm like, what? Like 14-year-old wants a perm, and then Danny admits that he actually got a perm back in the day,
And it fucked my hair up. It burnt. The girl went in the bathroom. I think at Grasshopper. Everybody in North Bergen, Grasshopper. I did a perm in 1985. Everybody was doing it. I was like, what the hell? My hair was flat. Had hair though. And she must have went in the bathroom, took too much time with the Coke. Next thing I'm smelling, I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? She comes out like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, and my hair was fucked up from that.
Oh,
Then I
gosh.
had to go short, real short, like Drago.
Well, Jace went and got a perm done, and I was like, oh my God, what is this? But it actually turned out really well. The girl that did it came out really good. And so now he's like Jace is like super vain, like Danny and I. And he's like, he wants all this like curling stuff for the hair and everything.
It's cosmetic.
I'm like, it's so bizarre because like the girls that work there, they're talking about like they have natural curly hair and they use this and this. And I'm like, I'm 47 and I've never bought in something that was just specified for curly hair. It's like so odd. So now I start using like Jace's, like my 14-year-old son got me into curling products now, which do help the girls. I'm like, wow.
Well, at least he cares. You got to care
he does.
about yourself, no matter how old or how, you know what? Some advice, even when things weren't great for us, no matter what.
Always cared about.
You got to care about yourself. You got to take care of yourself regardless because things turn around. When things are bad, they don't always stay bad. Yeah. Sometimes they seem like, when is it going to stop? But eventually it gets better. So the important thing is keep your head on.
And how do you do that? How do you do that?
Working out. You got to work out. You got to keep busy. And I do more drinking than I should, obviously. But
I always feel like working out is definitely my therapy.
This is day drinking at its finest.
I love it.
You do, don't you?
I love it.
But you know what, though? You're never going to catch us out at 1 o'clock in the nightclubs or 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock snorting coke somewhere. That ain't going to happen.
Or popping pills. No, we stay home.
No, you might smell a little scent on me once in a while. Like, what the? But by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, lights out.
I need my beauty sleep. Mm-hmm. He gets so mad at me because I'm like, I could go hard, like 10 hours.
This is me to fuck off.
He's like, wait.
I go to bed early, but she sleeps like 12 hours, like nothing.
I sleep like 10 hours, like nothing. I love sleeping.
Yeah, you're a sleepyhead too. I wish. I'm jealous.
I didn't have kids. That'd be...
Yeah, I have always been. My mom said I was like her best kid that slept and took naps and everything. No. So
I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
I'm just
not me.
That's why I like going for colonoscopies, Mike. We talked about that. That propofol, whatever they call that thing. Yeah. The cat.
Gave you a little sleep. Well, that's why Michael Jackson.
So once a year now, I said, the hell with every 2 years. I want to go to sleep at least once a year.
Which Michael Jackson had the vitiligo as well, and you
want me to get you an umbrella
through having this. Well. Okay, so having this, I realized because like when I did see him with the umbrella and when his skin was getting lighter, it's like, he's like weird, but now that I have it, I understand why, because especially him being dark skinned, right? So when he gets the sun, it's definitely making his other skin darker and then those pigments whiter. And the treatment that they did have then bleached your skin. So it would blend it. And that's exactly what he was doing.
Explains why Michael Jackson always had an umbrella.
You know what it is? I watched the documentaries on Michael Jackson, and it's just like he was such a quirky, weird dude. And I think like people just I think he was awkward, even though he was so, he was so good at what he did. He
Brilliant.
was like the king of pop, right? I mean, that's, he was really brilliant, but he was like awkward. And I don't think that he ever felt confident in front of anyone, which is like crazy because like everyone would die to be with Michael,
I just felt like
and he had no confidence. It's actually really sad.
I just felt like the kid from Big Daddy. I can't talk no more unless I wear my glasses. Remember Big Daddy, the little kid?
Yeah, glasses. Those are cute, Danny.
No, Big Daddy, the little kid, he wouldn't speak unless he had the glasses on.
Are we going out after this?
We are going out. We're gonna go have
spiky hair.
Should I go out? Should I go out in public like this?
Dog dare you.
Okay, are you gonna go
out like this? I'm ready. Oh, if I take this off, what's underneath this is not
a mess.
Scary.
You think people look at us weird?
I have like
Should we film it and then send it to Mike and he can edit it?
That hold the hair down under there, which is giving me a headache, so I don't know how.
But your eyes definitely look good. Merino hair.
Well, you know what? When I was younger, I would do my hair auburn before I really went blonde. I would do like an auburn look, but now I feel like it makes me look older. The bangs
Jamie,
are like
it is what it is. You're beautiful.
But the bangs, it definitely hides like if you have like lines on your forehead, that's like a good look to like.
That's why I wear hats.
I think I could throw away the Botox if I had
because eventually the wig comes off and then I got to see it. So you got to see it. Keep go seeing Dr. Sackman.
Actually, I'm pretty natural right now because we haven't seen Dr. Sackman in a while. So this is all normal right now.
It's just the teeth,
I know, we're like,
heart,
okay.
I'm running out of I've been doctored to death. I feel like Dr. No this way.
I know what we should do. We should do a little video of you getting Dr. Sackman, your injections.
Yeah, I bruise up since I'm on blood thinners for the heart thing of all things. Last time he juiced me up was like October, right?
It's been a little while, yes.
But I left there looking like I fought somebody like Mike Tyson.
It was like bruised for weeks.
I look like somebody. I wouldn't leave the house from just the bruising because when you're on blood thinners, everything. She can hit me like that or like this or like that or like that.
That's why he has bruises
sometimes
everywhere.
Like this, sometimes like that. and then I bruise up. I drop a little lotion, a little tiny little hand-sized on my foot, and I got a bruise from it. That's how bad it is.
But Dr. Sackman
That's why I don't want
does a
the
really
bees
great job.
nowhere near me.
And you know what? I think a lot of guys feel like there are guys that are vain and that they would like to get a little work done, but maybe they're like, oh, I don't know if I should do that, or if that's a thing, or if guys
do it
like,
if it makes you feel good. It's not as expensive as you think. I mean, it could be a little pricey, but do it. It makes you feel good.
Yeah,
and if you don't think you need it, then just don't do it.
Yeah,
That's
don't
simple
do it.
as that.
Exactly.
But I look at it this way: when you have hair, which I don't, you can cover up a lot from what you're missing. In different areas.
But you know what? You have really good skin, which you inherited it from your mom.
Yep.
When you think about it, do you really feel like you're 61? Like in your head, it's like, am I really 47?
I'm a child trapped in a man's body. That's fucking as simple as that. I said that.
True.
I don't know when enough's enough.
Danny.
I'm abusive. I don't know. All I do is make jokes all day, get mad, make jokes, laugh, drink. I don't know. I do me. It's simple as that.
Bipolar.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not on no pills. I'm not on anything but weed and booze, so I guess it ain't all that bad.
For you.
Well, you seem to be happy.
That's why I feed you the drinks, Danny.
You laugh, and I know one thing I've done is make you laugh.
Well, you know what? Honestly,
I make you laugh.
This past week, and when I got the wig, because everyone's like, why are we wearing all these wigs and posting them and everything? I ordered a whole bunch of different wigs, and it's just like so hysterical putting these on. Danny and I have always played around because we always stayed home when we had the kids and we were drinking and stuff. So we got into putting different costumes on when we're getting drunk and role play and stuff and just be silly. So everyone who would come over, after a little while, we'd be drinking, and then all of a sudden, Danny's like,
my cousin Greg,
we'll go get the wigs and everything, and we bring everything out, and Uncle Greggy would always be like, the wigs are out. He gets scared. What's gonna happen?
Once the wigs come out, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Speaking of wigs, I had my cousin.
But it's fun. Have fun.
I remember back in the 70s, my cousin Ricky, he was petrified of wigs. So my Aunt Linda, Michael, you're watching
this. This is so mean.
When they wanted to punish him or scare him, they threatened him with a wig. And they put it in places. He was horrified of this wig for years. I mean,
my gosh.
I mean, it was the funniest thing. I was I don't know, a kid myself, but he was so petrified of this damn wig. When he was 6 or 7.
You know what? Somebody should put a wig in a box and for his birthday or something, have it delivered to him and opens up and sees this wig.
I know, Michael, Aunt Linda, I know you remember the wig days, but yeah. St. Patty's Day to everybody.
Yeah, happy St. Patrick's. Yeah,
because we're ready to get on out of here.
I did a little research,
I think I'm ready
and I
to
did
go
find
poop.
out St. Patrick passed away March 17th. And he was
like a little mean leprechaun on that bowl. Give me mine, mine. All
did
mine.
you know he was the patron saint?
The leprechaun?
No, that's your brother.
My brother is locked up as the leprechaun.
He's a patron saint for the Catholics, Christian.
Well, Gary deemed himself the leprechaun of prison system.
Catholic. I get confused by it all. I don't practice any religion.
Don't talk about something you don't freaking know about.
But I try to learn a little about, here and there, and why everyone's celebrating.
You're like John
stuff.
Cena in that movie we watched last night when he was researching his roles. And you become an expert.
I write it down.
They put him because he said an actor. I don't want to kill.
I'm not as good as him, but I did try to do a little research.
Yeah, real quick, 5 minutes before we got rolling. You didn't even know Celtic was spelled with a C.
Really?
It is.
Okay, but if I researched this last week, I'd forget. So yeah, I was saying Celtics. Yeah,
Boston
but it's Celtics. Mike had to correct me. I don't want to come on here and say the wrong thing.
Would you get up and do a Celtic dance for me?
I did that the other day.
Can you do, what are they clogging?
I have no idea. I was I think this is what they do. So
I got to admit though, St. John's School, 1972, we had a St. Patty's Day. What'd they call them? Not a parade, but when you go on stage, what'd they call that? You go on stage.
A show?
Performance. And
a play.
Thank you. Kilts. We had to wear kilts in Irish and Catholic school. Now it makes sense why they wanted everybody to wear kilts because it was Catholic school.
You're hitting the back too much.
Anyway, anything else you'd like to say before we get on out of here?
No, because anytime I talk, you cut me off.
Well, go ahead.
I'm just here to look cute.
I'll let you close the show.
I'm eye candy for Danny.
Are you?
That's it, right?
Yeah, until nighttime. Then you go to bed and melt.
So next week we're gonna try What's cooking, Jay?
We'll do that. We'll do a little bit of
We'll
this.
try to
and
do the what's cooking, Jay.
well,
Everyone enjoy their St. Patty's weekend because, everybody starts like probably Friday when they get off of work.
Yep.
And they're going to go hard all weekend. And maybe by Sunday, they're going to be like hungover and regretting it Monday
I don't
when
go
they have
out
to go
St. Patty's
to
Day
work.
to drink. I don't. Before we close the show, I don't drink on St. Patty's Day. I don't drink on New Year's. It's weird. I always said it's for amateurs. Now, as a kid, I did all that, but as I got older, I don't drink on those days.
I don't ever really remember celebrating St. Patrick's Day too much.
I never drink on New Year's. Very seldom. I may do a little
With
toast.
the kids, I always did every holiday with them and everything just to like show them like, represent for this and what the holidays are
Right.
and everything, But I think it's all turned into like leprechauns and scary movies and stuff. I don't know. It's like got a twist on it. And drinking and it's supposed to be feasting. It's supposed to be a feasting day. So you're
What,
supposed
St.
to
Patty's Day?
Yes, you're supposed to like feast, I
On
guess.
booze, Jay. You
Yeah.
got this all wrong.
And food.
You got this.
You gotta
so-
eat food, too.
Sometimes I sit back and just like watching you try to explain things. St. Patty's Day is nothing more than drinking, an excuse to go out and get drunk and then to call in the next day. It's as
Okay.
simple as that.
All right,
To
well,
have a parade, which is
Let's
beautiful.
see what other people have to say about
I'm
that.
sure we're
Danny.
going to get some feedback. And again, maybe share some recipes, some of your experiences. And anybody remembers coming over to my house back in the 70s, listening to John and his Irish music. Again,
Share your St. Patrick's memories.
I mean, I'm probably tearing up under here a little
Aw.
bit. No, I'm not. What do you think? I'm not Indian on that commercial back in the day with the trash? Nah, I don't cry. I cry.
okay.
I don't cry.
Okay.
I cry on the inside.
Well, that's why I say I'm nice and you're not.
I'm a fucking horrible person. What can I tell you? Anyway, let's cheers. Let's get on out of here.
He's just like Frank from Shameless.
They tell it the way it is.
Not that bad, I hope.
Actually, he's in that movie too.
Borderline.
He's in Ricky Stenicki. Frank. He's in that
it
one.
was a great show. Great movie.
Anyway, we'll talk to you all next week and look forward to our Cooking with Jay. What's cooking?
What's cooking, Jay?
Let's get that right.
What's
We got to come
cooking,
up
Jay?
with What's Cooking Jay segment.
Yes.
Cheers, everybody. Enjoy.
Keeping it real.